Hi guys, this is just a supplementary video as I believe there's no audio for the original video on how to make the contents page and how to format it, which was video 4 in the Chad's Guide video series. So I'm just recreating one for you here. Now there's two ways to do this. The first is in Microsoft Word Online, which I'll show you this version, and then I'll flick across to the desktop app. If you haven't got the desktop app, you can always download it. In Windows, you just need to go to the Windows App Store. On a Mac computer, you go to the App Store for Macs. Same with your iPads and iPhones and that sort of thing if you want to do it, and there'll be slightly different versions for that. I'm doing this on Microsoft Word Online for Windows computer, so there may be some differences if you're using the Mac, and I'll show you in the app, and it'll be different depending on which device you're using for that. But should be a very similar process. So the first thing we do is we need to insert a table. So get a table that's 2 wide, and then however many headings you've got long, pop it in there, and adjust the table so that it's a small column on the right and a big column on the left. Now the first header we're going to put in is contents, and this is the only type of header you use according to the Chad's Guide for this. It's what we call a level 2 heading, and it doesn't have a number. Now make sure you bold the contents heading and use your Arial. I'm going to use Arial 11 point font. You may be using Times New Roman as your font. So there we've got the contents header in. The next part we have is we have the heading page, and that goes over here in this column. Now I tend to just adjust the page heading just to be nice and small so it fits. So if I push any further, it becomes 2 lines. It just needs to be a nice single line there. You then go in and plug in all your headings, and remember that your headings need to start with a decimal number. Now on the contents page, these are not officially headings, so you don't follow the level 2 heading format because your level 2 heading is contents on this page. So 1.0 will be introduction, type that in, and then you put the page number that this starts on, so that'll start on page 1. As your introduction is going to be on page 1. You'll note the ones in line with the P there. You then put in your 2.0 heading. I'm going to put prevalence in Australia. And I spelled prevalence wrong there. And then I'm going to put my level 3 heading in there. Remember, these are not headings, so only proper nouns like Australia are capitalised. I'll get to doing a heading that has a few words in it. And doesn't have all proper nouns. So my level 3 heading for this one, so you can see it's a decimal number and it's labelled 2.1. It's in prevalence in Indigenous Australian communities is what I'll use here. Whack in your page numbers. With your page numbers, note that your page number is only a single numeral, and it's the one it starts on. You do not put in a page range like I have just done there. It's just the single page that it's on. Let's add in 3. And let's do 4. So I spelled Canada wrong there. Let's do health. In the disease. Just note with that as well, Alzheimer's is capitalised because it's a proper noun, disease is not. So the diseases do not have a proper noun on them. Let's do 5.0, we'll just wrap it up here. Preferences, they'll be on a separate page. And then I'm just going to add, I'll just try and get this to work. I want to insert a new cell. This doesn't always work correctly with this. Insert below. Notice appendix is in capitals and using a Roman numeral to specify what it is. Let's put that on page 7. Insert a new one. So with Word Online, you need to highlight both cells, then just got to click until you get it right. Insert row below. Oop. And let's put that one on here. Let's make page 9. Alright, so it's got appendix wrong as well. So that's your contents page. It's mainly formed correctly. Now what you need to do is remove the lines. Now in Word Online, there is a way to do this. So we've just got to find the right section here. It does disappear and come in and do all that. So I often use this help box up the top here, or the tell me what to do box. There we go. And it will be in here, no. You need the table styles one, and just look for this one with no lines in it at all. That'll make the lines disappear. Highlight all your text, home. We want a paragraph, space it right, so line spacing 1.5. That's all looking good. Now this shouldn't be bolded. Take off the bolding. And there you go. You have a perfectly formatted table, a contents page there. So it should look like that. So decimal numbering, only capitalizing proper nouns for your list of contents here. Appendix 1, Appendix 2 is fully capitalized using Roman numerals. You have the page numbers, and it's only the page it starts on, and you need page there as well. So if you do that, you'll be fine. The one thing you may need to do after that is include a section break. So we might go insert, we haven't got all the functions here, so we just add it. No, we may not be able to do that within this one. So we may need to move into the desktop app. So you can move across, open in Word if you've got it downloaded for on your desktop, and we can insert the section break that way. It's different to a page break. Actually, I just spotted it. So let's quickly go back to this one, to Word Online. And sorry for jumping around. It's been a little while since I've done all this. Page break. Go to the help function, and we'll just check if we can add the section break here. This may be the thing that you need to do in there. Okay, so Word for the web can't add section breaks yet, so this is where you do need to go into the open in the desktop app. Now this is really important because when you get to adding the page numbers, you'll need to be able to have the section break in there so that your page numbers can start on one. So please see the video on that one. So just at the end here, I'm into the Word app. I use the search box all the time. Again, it just helps me find the right thing rather than trying to click through menus. So section is my search word, and we just put in a section break and next page, and that will open up the next page there. Just check your font as well. I've just noticed everything didn't pull across into Arial, so do remember to check that. That's also meant that we need to adjust this page column here just to fit everything, but that's all looking fine now. And that's your guide to doing that. Hope this video is useful. Please watch the others, and all the best with your assignment. Thank you.